As the calendar turned to 2025, many politicians reflected on their achievements and set ambitious goals for the year ahead. However, for Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party and Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, the dawn of the new year brought a tempest of unexpected challenges. In the early hours of New Year's Day, a barrage of critical posts and allegations from tech billionaire Elon Musk ignited a public spat that would dominate headlines and overshadow Starmer's political agenda. The unexpected fallout of Elon Musk's comments. Elon Musk is no stranger to controversy. With a penchant for bold statements and a significant online presence, any remarks from the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX can set off a media frenzy. This time, however, Musk's pointed criticisms were directed at the British Prime Minister, resulting in a tumultuous beginning for Starmer's government in the new year. Musk's posts included a series of allegations that not only questioned Starmer's policies, but also hinted at broader implications for UK tech regulation and innovation. The public nature of Musk's comments amplified their impact, drawing attention from both supporters and critics of the Prime Minister. The context of the dispute. To fully appreciate the ramifications of this conflict, it is essential to consider the backdrop of the relationship between Musk and the UK government. Over the past few years, the British government has been grappling with the intersection of technology, innovation, and regulation. As tech giants like Musk's companies expand their reach, governments worldwide are tasked with developing frameworks that balance innovation with public interest. Starmer's government, in particular, has been keen on fostering an environment conducive to technological growth, while ensuring that regulatory measures protect citizens. However, this balancing act is fraught with challenges, and Musk's criticisms only serve to highlight the vulnerabilities within Starmer's administration. The political landscape in 2025. Entering 2025, the political landscape in the UK was already complex. Starmer had faced criticism from various quarters regarding his handling of economic issues, healthcare reforms, and public services. The shadow of the previous Conservative government loomed large, with many voters still feeling the effects of austerity measures. In this charged environment, Musk's allegations threatened to distract from the Labour Party's agenda and undermine Starmer's credibility. The media coverage of the spat quickly shifted focus away from Starmer's proposed policies and initiatives, forcing him to address the situation rather than advancing his government's agenda. Starmer's response: navigating a public relations crisis. In the face of such public scrutiny, Starmer's response was crucial. He needed to navigate the complexities of a media landscape that thrives on controversy, while also addressing the substance of Musk's claims. The Prime Minister's team quickly mobilized to formulate a strategy that would mitigate the damage and reassert control over the narrative. 1. Public statements. Starmer issued a series of public statements aimed at clarifying his position and countering Musk's allegations. These statements emphasized the government's commitment to fostering innovation, while ensuring that regulations were in place to protect citizens and maintain fair competition. 2. Engaging with media. The Prime Minister's communication team worked to engage with media outlets, providing background information and context to counter Musk's narrative. By proactively addressing the media, Starmer aimed to shift the focus back to his government's achievements and plans for the future. 3. Leveraging allies. Starmer also sought to rally support from allies within the Labour Party and among other political leaders. By highlighting a united front, he aimed to demonstrate that the government was resilient in the face of external criticism. The broader implications for UK tech policy. The public spat with Musk had far-reaching implications beyond immediate political concerns. The incident underscored the challenges facing the UK government in regulating the tech sector and addressing the interests of influential figures within the industry. 1. Regulatory challenges. As tech companies continue to grow and evolve, regulatory frameworks must adapt to address issues such as data privacy, competition, and consumer protection. The criticisms from Musk highlighted the tension between promoting innovation and implementing necessary regulations. 2. Corporate influence on politics. Musk's comments raised questions about the influence of corporate leaders on political decision-making. As technology continues to shape society, the relationships between governments and tech executives will be scrutinized, prompting discussions about accountability and transparency. 3. Public perception of tech companies. The incident also influenced public perception of tech companies and their leaders. As citizens grapple with the implications of technology in their daily lives, the actions and statements of influential figures like Musk will be closely monitored. This scrutiny can shape the broader narrative around corporate responsibility and ethical business practices. The impact on Starmer's leadership. The early days of 2025 tested Starmer's leadership in ways he had not anticipated. The political landscape is inherently unpredictable, and the ability to navigate crises is a hallmark of effective leadership. 1. Building resilience. How Starmer handled this situation would be a litmus test for his leadership. By responding effectively to Musk's criticisms and demonstrating resilience, he could reinforce his position as a capable leader in the eyes of both his supporters and detractors. 2. Reassessing strategies. The incident prompted Starmer's team to reassess their communication strategies and crisis management protocols. Learning from this experience would be critical in preparing for future challenges, both expected and unforeseen. 3. Maintaining focus on policy goals. Amidst the chaos, it was essential for Starmer to remain focused on his government's policy goals. By redirecting attention to key initiatives, such as economic recovery and social justice, he could mitigate the potential long-term damage caused by the controversy. The role of social media in modern politics. Musk's use of social media to voice his criticisms highlights the growing influence of digital platforms in shaping political narratives. In today's information age, social media serves as a double-edged sword for politicians. 1. Instant communication. Social media allows for rapid communication, enabling leaders to reach their constituents quickly. However, it also means that negative narratives can spread just as fast, creating challenges for damage control. 2. Public engagement. Politicians must navigate the challenges of engaging with the public on social media. While these platforms can enhance transparency and accessibility, they can also lead to misinterpretations and swift backlash. 3. The power of influencers. The incident underscores the influence that prominent figures like Musk wield in shaping public opinion. As gatekeepers of information, these individuals can sway narratives and impact political discourse. Rebuilding the narrative. In the aftermath of the initial controversy, Starmer's team recognized the need to rebuild the narrative surrounding his leadership and government initiatives. This required a concerted effort to shift focus back to the priorities that resonated with the public. 1. Highlighting achievements. Starmer aimed to showcase the achievements of his government, particularly in areas such as public health, education, and economic recovery. By emphasizing positive outcomes, he could counteract the negative publicity generated by Musk's comments. 2. Engaging with constituents. To rebuild trust and rapport with the public, Starmer increased his engagement with constituents through town hall meetings and community events. This direct interaction allowed him to address concerns and reinforce his commitment to serving the people. 3. Promoting a vision for the future. Starmer sought to articulate a clear vision for the future, outlining key policy initiatives that would address pressing issues. By presenting a forward-looking agenda, he aimed to inspire confidence in his leadership. Navigating the media landscape. As the situation unfolded, navigating the media landscape became a critical aspect of Starmer's strategy. The Prime Minister's ability to communicate effectively with journalists and the public would play a significant role in shaping perceptions of his leadership. 1. Media training and preparedness. Ensuring that Starmer and his team were well prepared for media interactions became paramount. This included training on how to respond to difficult questions and managing potential pitfalls in interviews. 2. Utilizing positive coverage. Starmer's team worked to secure positive media coverage by highlighting grassroots initiatives and community engagement efforts. By cultivating relationships with journalists, they aimed to create a more favorable narrative. 3. Addressing misinformation. In an era of misinformation, it was essential for Starmer to address false narratives head-on. This involved fact-checking claims and proactively providing accurate information to counteract misleading statements. The long-term ramifications. While the immediate aftermath of Musk's comments was tumultuous, the long-term ramifications of this incident could shape the political landscape in the UK for years to come. 1. Shifting public opinion. The public's perception of both Starmer and Musk could evolve as a result of this incident. How effectively Starmer manages the situation may influence voter sentiment, leading up to future elections. 2. Impact on governance. The challenges posed by external criticisms, particularly from influential figures, may prompt the government to reevaluate its approach to tech regulation and corporate accountability. 3. Setting precedents for future conflicts. The handling of this public spat may set a precedent for how future conflicts between politicians and influential figures are managed. The lessons learned could inform strategies for addressing similar situations down the line. Conclusion: a call for strategic leadership. The tumultuous start to 2025 for Keir Starmer serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of politics and the challenges faced by leaders in an increasingly complex world. Elon Musk's public allegations thrust the Prime Minister into a media storm that demanded swift and strategic responses. As Starmer navigates the fallout from this controversy, his ability to rebuild the narrative, engage with stakeholders, and maintain a focus on policy goals will be crucial. The incident underscores the importance of resilience and adaptability in leadership, emphasizing that effective governance requires more than just managing the status quo. Moving forward, it is essential for Starmer to harness this experience as an opportunity for growth and learning. By fostering a culture of open dialogue, engaging with the public and prioritizing transparency, he can work toward rebuilding trust and confidence in his leadership. In the dynamic landscape of modern politics, leaders must be prepared to face unforeseen challenges head-on. Starmer's journey through this crisis will ultimately shape his legacy and define the direction of the Labour Party as it seeks to navigate the complexities of governance in the 21st century.